Hi, welcome back to the channel. We want to celebrate National Home Watch Month. That's right, March is our third annual National Home Watch Month because it's been recognized by the New York Times, the Boston Globe, Forbes magazine. It was featured in their periodicals. There's many others throughout the continental United States. I don't know how many, but it made us official, the home watch industry. And that's a beautiful thing because there are many insurance companies right now that if you put a claim in and your house is empty for more than 10 days, they won't honor your claim. Now, you have to check with your individual home watch company or your clients. This is something you can tell your clients to look it up because, these insurance companies are pulling out of Florida, out of many other states as well. So just, tidbit information. But, National Home Watch Association is the one that gives us all these information. And I just want to share this other. All right. Family Home Watch Services is pleased to announce its participation in the third annual National Home Watch Month, taking place in March 2025. According to estimates, there are as many as 10 million second and vacation homes in the United States and Canada, and in many in your areas as well as here. Home Watch is a risk mitigation service that visits the unoccupied properties of a seasonal or part-time residents who leave their homes for an extended period of time, reporting any issues they find, thereby reducing insurance claims and undiscovered damage. That's right. Family Home Watch Services is a National Home Watch accredited member in the Naples area. The National Home Watch Association vets and accredits home watch companies throughout North America. This is who gave me my wings, basically, taught me how to do this business. And this is what I want to talk about today. What was the procedure, my journey, how I got into this business? It all started with an idea of home watch because I heard of home watch through my furniture customers. As some of you know, I used to own a furniture store here in the Naples area and in New York, but it's where I learned about it here in Naples. It started with an idea. Once I retired, the seed was planted back then, and my imagination started running. And then I come to find out when I read, or I should say listen to, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, because I listened to it on YouTube. It's just easier. It's 10 hours, but I listen to it over and over again. And it's free. You can listen to it free. And in the book, it says, your imagination, you feed it, and it grows. It goes into your subconscious and all that stuff. It gets a little technical, but read the book or listen to it. But I found National Home Watch Association, and these guys were the mentors I needed. In any business, you always need a mentor. And this is the mentors I got. And they showed me, how to actually inspect an unoccupied home through their training. And once I went through their training and I became a member, they accredited me and actually gave me, let me show you, gave me a certificate here, right? It proves I was accredited by them, trained by them, finished their boot camp. And once I got accredited, then I can use their logo on any of my advertisement, and and every year you have to be accredited by them as well to make sure that you are up to par with all the bonds and insurances, and make sure that you have continual education. They have CE classes, and I go to all the meetings, the quarterly meetings they have, to stay abreast on everything, but that's one part of the journey. The first part for me was I thought of the name. Then we thought of the logo, and my son helped me with the logo. The name is Family Home Watch Services. This logo is an owl, as you can see here, the overseeing owl, all-seeing owl, right? It stays on top of the trees and looks around, right? Basically, that's what we do. We go in, we look around to make sure everything is proper. My son thought of that, which was genius, and he helps me with my editing and all that stuff. So because I'm not good at this stuff. You don't have to be either. Just utilize your resources. One resource I have is my older son here, and he's brilliant with this stuff. Second was, getting an LLC. Before I joined National Home Watch, I had to think of a name, and actually I started a company. I started the corporation, Family Home Watch Services, LLC. And here in Florida is sunbiz.org. I went on there and I filled out the paperwork, all the information they needed. And if you have trouble with that, you can actually call them. Because here in Tallahassee, they actually answer the phone. It's not like in some other cities, we're not going to mention them, that the phone rings forever. Once I got that, then I joined officially National Home Watch Services, opened up a bank account under the LLC. And once that was all done, next is getting clients, right? Okay, you can form the company, you can get accredited. How do you get your first client? I was fortunate enough that National Home Watch Association fed me a couple of leads, because they see that you are going to all the meetings, they see you're for real, and other members see you there, and they get to see your face and get to know you, that, okay, this guy's good, I can refer him somebody. And I got a couple of those because their clients moved out of their area and they knew I was working this area, and they gave me those leads. Another way that I got leads was I went into gated communities that were wide open because it was still pre-construction and there were some houses being built there. I know it's kind of bold, it's a gray area, but I'm a hustler. I'm going to make this happen. And, beautiful thing that I go into one community, the first block I go on, I see somebody I know. What are the chances, right? I've been in Naples 20 some odd years now, and actually 20 years this year. And that guy knew me, and his neighbor needed Home Watch. That was one way. And then that neighbor signed up, and that was a gas community, meaning they have gas lines in those communities. And I was checking her house, and I smelled the gas. I reported it. She called the gas company here, I think it's Tico, and they came right out, and sure enough, I smelled gas. The gas was real. So she posted it on their Facebook, what I did, and I got a bunch more leads after that because I did the right thing. You see, that's what we do. We check everything and make sure, and with this big Puerto Rican nose, I smell that gas. Being from New York, I know the smell of gas, because here in Florida, a lot of it is electric, if you guys don't know. But here we go. I got clients. Those are some of the ways. And everywhere I go, I wear my logo. I have other shirts that have the names on the back. I was at a place, a supermarket here, and somebody says, "Hey, you do Home Watch. Do you do shutters?" I said, "Absolutely," because I also put up storm shutters in hurricane season. That lady, we exchanged information, and we did her shutters. And now she's a lifelong customer because she gave me a deposit in that year. And it was her idea. I don't ask for deposit, but it was her idea. I'm not going to say no to money, right? So the next year, she called me up. "Hey, I'm still here." So am I. And I did the right thing and followed up and did her shutters. That's some of the ways of getting clients. And then once I get into a house, right, some of the things that I do, well, actually everything I do, one of the things is this humidity pen. As soon as I go into a house, I put this on the thermostat or somewhere in the house, and it reads me the humidity in the house. Very important. And the humidity should be under 55. Under 55, you're pretty safe. As I inspect the home, I will, one of the other videos, I will take you on my journey to exactly, but I'm going to explain what I do. I check the AC unit, make sure that it's running. Like I said earlier, check the humidity. Change filters if needed. I always tell my clients, leave filters in the AC area, and I will change them out for you, not a problem. Write the date on them, put them and change them out. Some want them every 30 days, some want them 90 days. It's fine. Some have their own service contract with AC companies and they handle it, which is fine. Then I run the waters. I go into every bathroom, flush the toilets, run the shower and the sink, because you got to have water in these traps, right? Because if they dry out, the toilet bowl dries out, you're gonna get critters in here. Critters meaning insects. I've seen some horror stories, not personally, but in pictures of other home watch professionals have showed me this is what happens when they don't have someone checking down here in Florida. It dries up and it's horrible. And also the AC goes out. It could be a brand new house and the AC clogs up the drain lines, and that will automatically shut off the AC. And down here, humidity is bad. And then mold. Oh, mold. That's a 4-letter word down here in Florida. You know, we want to avoid this. This is why there is this industry now of home watch. Very important. And I check the house. I go in. I look at the ceiling, especially rainy season, to see if there's any leak spots. Very important, you know. And if there is, take a picture, document this to cover me and cover the homeowner, because it's my responsibility to check these houses thoroughly every time I go. You know, stuff like that. Also, if they leave and they leave food in the refrigerator, once I check the refrigerator out, see what's, you know, perishables. Some will text me, sorry, Kenny, I left the food, throw it out. We discard that. And also, I check all the windows to make sure they're locked. Every slider also locked. And these are just, you know, obvious stuff when you go into a house to make sure that it's proper. I walk the perimeter to make sure the outside pool pump is running. Make sure the AC unit outside is running as well. Check their pool if they have a pool, to make sure the pool guy is doing his job, that he's showing up. Because some, you know, things happen, and my job is to see anything that's not right. And things like that. Also, here's some of the tools I use. Here's my key ring. See all the keys I have? I use keys, codes, and then here's my tablet. My tablet is where I send the report. I have the report on there from HomeWatch IT. I know there are other formats out there, other companies, but I'm telling you what I use, my experience, is working for me. And I send them an electronic report, an email that has GPS on it. And it has a checklist, what I checked, what I didn't. I take pictures of the thermostat always to show them that, I'm there. It has the date on it, a lot of them, and the time. So again, it covers you to make sure, and it has GPS on it, so they know if they get deep and they want to look it up, they know I'm in their property. You can't fake this. And then I send them a text as well. I take a picture of the water when I shut it off. Some people want the water off, and you know, I oblige by that. I shut the water off because it's always safer, because the pipe can bust. It don't matter, new or old house, it doesn't matter. Things happen. So I always text them a picture of that, because it covers me in case there's a cleaning person comes in, that they have their own code and access to the house, and they leave it on and a pipe busts. Right? They're gonna say, why the home watch guy didn't tell me? I did tell you. Here's the picture when I shut it off and the time. Covers you. CYA, number one rule. You cover everybody, because that way you know where things gotta fall at. And those are the things that, you know, basic stuff, how to run your home watch company. So we talked about the LLC, talked about getting a mentor, which was NHWA. We talked about getting your first clients. And then I continue to grow my services, because some of these clients need other services. When I started, it was just strictly home watch. And then I find out they need cleaning service. They want someone to clean their house, and they already have the trust in me. I have access to their home, so why not me? I have someone come in and clean when they need it. Power washing. Their pool decks get mold. Down here is big time on their pool decks. They got a lot of mildew. So they don't want to come and start getting stuff done. They want this stuff done before they get here, because they want to come down and enjoy their house. They're here on vacation. And that's what I do. I make sure everything is done for them. So I'll send them a picture. They get it cleaned, Kenny. Get it done. Thus, that's how I started a crew of power washing. Power washing and paver sealing. And then another service we provide, we just added this on. I keep adding services on, is a soft washing the tile roofs. Here in Florida, the HOAs will send out letters to get your roof cleaned. And my clients ask me, Kenny, you know somebody? I say, yeah, I know a guy. I got a guy. Me. So that's another service we started. And, you know, that keeps the flow going. And it keeps me doing different things, which I like, you know, is because sometimes this is a boring business sometimes. But boring businesses are good. Like Cody Sanchez says, she's the queen of buying boring businesses. You know, boring is good because it's consistent. And I add more services on. You know, that's why I'm always, you know, trying to create new stuff. My imagination runs wild, sometimes a little too wild. And many businesses I started, many I closed, many I failed, but I keep trying. So if you're one of them guys like me and you keep trying, or woman like me, well, I'm not a woman, but you get what I'm saying. You know, you just keep growing that imagination and taking action. I take action. I'd rather fail 1,000 times than not to try at all. You know, some people have a hard time with that. Not me. The journey for me, the fun is part of the journey. You know, going out there, doing things, and it didn't work. Okay, next case. Some say I bailed too fast. No, if it ain't working fast enough for me, then next. You know, close it up, go on to the next case. I'd rather fail quick than to prolong the pain. You know, so, you know, again, I'm just here sharing my experience with you, and I hope you get value out of this, and take action. The thing is to take action. And if you or anybody you know needs home watch services in the Naples area, contact us. Family Home Watch Services. We have also a website. I'm going to leave the links, all the information on here. And, you know, please refer us. If you need our services, fantastic. If you need help forming your company, reach out. I help you. It doesn't cost me anything. I get more value out of doing service to others, helping others, because that's what this is about. I'm old enough to know no one's a threat to my business. No one's a threat to me. The threat is not helping somebody, being selfish. And that's not where I come from. Again, if you like what you see, you like what you hear, click like and subscribe. You know, that little button on the bottom and say, click it, click it. Thank you.